Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 13th of June. This week begins with two very big events. Neptune, the planet of dreams, starts a backward journey which is going to last for 5.5 months in your sector of resources. It's going to be important during that period of time to just be conscious of what some of your thinking is around this key area, especially with Jupiter continuing its opposition with Neptune. If you find yourself thinking about a big ticket item, then do try to ground yourself and consider what it will be like actually paying it off and whether the joy of it will decline as the impact of the expense starts to creep up on your consciousness. But the other big piece of news as this week begins is that Mercury moves into the friendliest, most bubbly and sociable part of your scope. He also moves into one of his two home zones, into Gemini. So Mercury is going to be very content in this area for the next 21 days. Now, it's been going through Taurus, your sector of worldly interaction, for an extended period of 69 days. So possibly you've been quite caught up and preoccupied with work, property issues, looking after parents or in-laws, just being a time of responsibility. Now you may feel that you really want to be more frivolous. And of course, the Sun and Venus are still sparkling beautifully together in your 11th solar house already. All of this can help you this week to think more about your future, but particularly around relationships. But with Saturn still in retrograde in your sector of joys, you can't rush into any decisions. So if you do encounter someone who does dazzle you and impresses you, I wouldn't be too keen to rush completely into their grasp until you get to know them a little bit better. The other key issue is that the Sun and Venus are angling up in an obtuse way to Mars, the planet of desires. And this angle between the Sun's combination with Venus and Mars suggests you may have some juggling to do when it comes to your social choices this week, and perhaps just being in tune with what feels right emotionally, or what feels right with the people that you're more closely entwined with. So if you're in a long-standing relationship and you're wanting to go out and be more playful and link with some new people, a partner may resent it, but equally you could be a bit defensive if they raise the issue. I do feel generally this is a week when you're going to want to have a certain degree of fun and lightness. So if you can get together with a group or a special friend who understands what really makes you tick, then go for it. I think generally it's going to be very healing for you. However, as the week draws to a close, Venus does relocate into a much quieter, gentler and nurturing part of your situation. And what you're going to be craving over the next 28 days, a lot more, is not just the fun and upbeatedness that you get with getting together with a group of people. It's also about having the sincere connections, the nurturingness that comes from a very close involvement. And if that's something that's missing in your world, you can start to yearn for it a lot more in the weeks to come. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.